Welcome back. The myths that disability insurance policyholders believe about ERISA and individual disability insurance and the truth. I'm a myth buster, and you may have heard from neighbors, friends, lawyers, insurance agents, myths about disability insurance. I hear these every day, and I love to bust those myths and set everybody straight. So, what's today's myth? If you got your disability insurance coverage and you become disabled, you aren't going to have any problem getting your disability benefits. Well, I'm going to build on the theme that we did in our first segment. You might have purchased that disability insurance policy and a pre-existing condition clause raises its ugly head. And you are thinking that you might have to apply for your disability benefits, but you really don't know what your policy has to say. Now, it's not going to be easy to get your benefits because the carrier is going to do a pre-existing condition review to see if they can come up with or make up a reason to deny your claim. So the key here, as I've said, is what's the look back period? What conditions, if any, did you see a physician for? What medical treatment, diagnostic studies, or medication did you take? And is this condition and the medical treatment, the diagnostic studies, or medication related to the condition that you're claiming is the cause of your disability? So how do we go about doing this analysis? Well, again, as I've said, we're going to start out by figuring out what the look back period is. When did you sign up for coverage? When did the coverage become effective? And work backwards. What's the look back period? Once we've identified that, then you need to get your medical records and your pharmacy records and see, did I get any treatment? Did I get medication? Did I have any diagnostic studies in this particular time frame that relates to the condition that I'm claiming might be the cause of my disability? And you want to take particular attention and pay attention to your medical records, because what are the symptoms you complained of? Did you have diagnostic studies and what did they show? Is it medication that you've been taking for this condition? And if so, what was your response to that medication? And then you want to ask, look, is this medical condition, the treatment, diagnostic studies related to what I'm claiming is the cause of my disability? So let me tell you a horror story about the application of the pre-existing condition clause. This person was in to his optometrist for a regular checkup. You know, he wanted new glasses, and they did the traditional testing to determine whether there had been any change in the visual acuity, and prescribed a new set of eyeglasses. But the optometrist said, hey, you know, you should be taking vitamin D for the prevention of eye disease. And so this person followed the advice, took vitamin D for the prevention of eye disease. But guess what? Within the look back period, he developed macular degeneration. And he applied for his disability benefits, and the carrier said, oh, no. We're going to apply the pre-existing condition clause. Well, there was an argument that he hadn't gotten any treatment. He hadn't had any diagnostic studies. He didn't take any medication because he wasn't having any visual issues. Well, guess what the court did? The court said taking vitamin D for the prevention of eye disease is the equivalent of treatment. And voila, we approve the denial of your claim. We think it was right. Now, that's absolutely cockamamie, isn't it? So you have to make some hard choices here. If it turns out that you have a pre-existing condition clause that will result in, you have a pre-existing condition that's going to result in the application of the pre-existing condition clause. You just might have to wait out the period of time and not get any treatment in an effort to cure that problem. So the reality is that picking the right date to claim disability can be hard if you recently got your disability insurance coverage, and you should consult with an experienced ERISA disability attorney to make sure that your coverage won't be denied under the pre-existing condition disability clause, because coverage defenses are the number one way for carriers to justify a claims denial. In the next segment, I'm going to be answering listeners' questions. Stay tuned.
Are you a professional with questions about your individual disability policy? You need the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. This book gives you a comprehensive understanding of your disability policy, with tips and to-dos regarding your disability application that will assist you in submitting a winning disability application. This is one you won't want to miss. For the next 24 hours, we are giving away free copies of the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. Order yours today at disabilityclaimsforprofessionals.com.